Hello, hi, I'm Dr. Gurung. I'm a consultant psychiatrist. Today, I wanted to make a video on career choices. The reason why I'm making this video is, as a consultant psychiatrist, I'm also an educator and I am involved in providing career advice to medical students as well as the foundation doctors about different options in medicine and the career choices. And me being myself as a consultant psychiatrist, I also get an opportunity to share my experience of how I became a consultant psychiatrist. This video will be mainly focused to people who are a bit confused about career choices. It's not just directed towards teenager. This video might also be helpful for people who are thinking of changing their careers. Um, Quite recently, I've been approached by a number of parents, especially from Nepali background. They wanted an advice from me to see whether their children can take up a medicine career, as well as they also ask how a parent can support their children in choosing a career. To answer this, I'll try to make it very simple and I'll be just focusing on five things. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to cover is this is a very interesting concept which I found from Japanese philosophy. It's called Ikigai concept. So in the Ikigai concept, if anyone is thinking of choosing a career, they need to have a very good clarity on this four questions. Number one question is they need to know what they are good at. Number two, they need to know whatever they are good at, do they have passion, purpose, and will they be happy? And all of this definition, they need to have their own definition. Number three, they also need to be aware, are they going to be paid for the job or the career that they are going to do? Number fourth thing that you need to be very clear is there a scope or a market for this the career and the job that they take? So just to summarize, the number one point that is very important is Ikigai concept. So the four question needs to be clear. Number one, what are they good at? Number two, what is their purpose, passion, and will they be happy? And the definition uh, needs to be clear. Number three is they need to be certain whether they are going to be paid for that job or not. And number four, they need to be clear of the market. I'll give you an example. If someone might be interested in, let us say, poetry, they might have passion, purpose, but they might not be paid for it and there might not be a market for it. So whatever career they choose, they need to be realistic in the choice of the career that they have. Okay, so I've covered the first concept. Now the second concept, which I find it very interesting, this is a concept called cognitive trade-off. And to understand that, you need to draw a cross mark. Okay, if you draw a cross mark, in the cross mark uh, in the horizontal line, the one end covers IQ. That means intelligent quote. Okay, and the opposite of that, there's a social quote or EQ. Yeah, and if you go in the vertical one, the top one is explorer and the bottom one is stabilizer. This concept I found it very interesting, and I think this concept is also the concept which I have learned from Homo sapiens, a lovely book. In this, what it says is, as a human being, we come with a different ability and talents. So it's not necessary that all of us are uh, likewise. And to explain this concept, we also need to be clear. Not everyone is born with the same quality or the talents. And one of the fault in the education system is, they try to generalize, and there's a saying that you cannot judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree. Okay, so for this, a person needs to be clear. Okay, out of this four, which are they are good at. Some people might have a very good IQ, but they might lack the social skills or ability to form relationship and network. If you go and down, some people might be very comfortable in the place they are. Some people, if you look at the top vertical, they are explorer. They want to take a risk. So given this four side, okay, you need to analyze and reflect what you are good at. So I've covered the second concept. Now the third concept, which I always tell to my resident doctors during the supervision as a consultant and an educator, is sometimes they ask me, oh, Dr. Gurung, I'm confused what to do. So I always advise, and this is the concept which I've learned from Start With Why. It's a lovely book. So in this, to have a clarity, you need to have an answer of all the W's. So you need to be clear why, what, where, when, and how. So whatever you are thinking in terms of career or anything you want to do, if you are able to answer all the W question, then you will easily find out how to do it. So the how comes next. For this, I also want to highlight that that don't focus on the answer. First, you need to have a clarity on the questions that you have in hand. So I've covered three concept. Now the fourth concept is, I think is very important, is we also need to have some adaptation, agility, networking, and understanding the politics. So these are some of the human kind of skills we need to harness, and on top of that, the communication is the must. And I believe that these are some of the human qualities which I don't think the AI will be able to replicate. So this quality, if you are able to harness, and you can harness by uh, there are a lot of resources to do it. For me, I love reading books, reading podcasts, and meeting with a lot of people. So this helped me to polish the skills, which as a psychiatrist is also very helpful, and it also helps in my personal life. Now the fifth concept which I'm going to cover is in the fifth concept, I would advise anyone in whichever career. Now, because of the job market, people are losing a lot of jobs. So rather than being a generalist, you also need to be specialist in one particular field, and you need to know what you are good at and to specialize on that. Now, people also need to understand the concept of confidence and competent. Most of the people get confused with that. Confidence means um, the ability to think that I can do it, but you also need to have competence. Competence is come with training, okay, and it comes with experience and knowledge. Let me give you an example. Okay, to be a pilot, you need to study. Like for me, as a consultant psychiatrist, I've spent almost like 5 years in medical college, and after that I did 3 years as a junior resident doctors, and after that I did 3 more years as a co-trainee in psychiatry, 4 more years as a non-training staff grade doctor, 4 more year as ST dual psychiatry trainee, and I've been a consultant for 2 years. So I've spent almost like 20 years of experience to have this competence to work as a consultant psychiatrist. Okay, so just having a confidence is not enough. You also need to harness your skills. Okay, and I found it quite interesting. The difference between confidence and competence is called delusion. So you need to be aware of your blind side, and you need to work on that. And the last bit is, whichever career that they take, they need to have the lifelong curiosity to be a lifetime learner. Okay, so I've talked a lot of things. So just to summarize, um, you know for if someone is confused about careers and job, the five concept that I've explained. Number one, I've explained the Ikigai concept. In Ikigai concept, you need to know what you are good at, what is your purpose, passion, happiness. Number three, do you get paid for it? Number fourth is, you need to know if there is a market and a scope for it. Then I accept the second concept, which is called as cognitive trade-off. IQ, social skills, stabilizer, and explorer. So each individual needs to reflect which they are good at, and the areas that they lack, they need to upgrade it. Number third is, they need to answer all the question with W, so it becomes easy to go with how. Now the fourth thing that I want to explain is adaptation, agility, network, and politics communication. These are the human skills which I don't think the AI will be able to take. Now, the last bit is confidence, commitment, generalization, specialization, and to be a lifelong learner. Thank you very much.